The atmosphere was uncomfortable. Too much. Sun remained silent, a few steps away from Yuaki and Aoba, yet he felt like the farthest one from everyone. Look, this is my little brother Yuaki, the one I told you so much about. Aoba smiled. Warm, affectionate, like before, but only with Yuaki. Neon slightly tilted her head. So this is Yuaki. Interesting. Zenibeko Koko smiled playfully. He's cuter than I imagined. Yuaki got nervous. Thank you. Sun watched them. Quiet. This sucks, he muttered, forcing a smile. But someone noticed. Koko. Her eyes shifted toward him. As well. Silence. Hey, Koko said, pointing at Sun. What about him? Aoba froze for a second. Just 1 second. But it was enough. He doesn't matter. She replied. Cold. Direct. That hurt. More than Sun expected. Yuaki frowned. Of course he matters. He's our brother. Silence. Aoba didn't respond. She avoided looking at him. Narrowed her eyes. Interested. How strange. Koko walked closer. Straight toward Sun. No fear. No filter. She leaned slightly in front of him, much shorter than him. Sun looked at her. Surprised. You're strong, aren't you? Sun looked away. Not as much as you think. Koko smiled wider. I like modest guys. Aoba frowned slightly. Almost imperceptible. Stepped closer too. Calmer. More analytical. Your energy. It's different. You're not like other people. Sun looked at her. Directly. Silence. Koko slowly circled around him, observing him, as if evaluating him. You're also attractive. That helps. Yuaki tensed. Hey. But Sun didn't react like they expected. He didn't get flustered. Didn't take advantage. He just spoke. Are you with Aoba? Both nodded. Yes, said We're like her squad. Koko smiled. And family. That made Sun lower his gaze for a second. Family. Aoba heard it, but said nothing. Koko noticed. And smiled more. Interesting. She leaned toward and whispered, Don't you think it's weird? Replied quietly yes. Too much. Both looked at Aoba. Then at Sun. Why is she avoiding him? The atmosphere grew tense. Yuaki looked at his sister. Confused. Hurt. Sis, why are you treating Sun like that? Silence. Aoba clenched her fist slightly. I'm not treating him badly, but you hugged me, and not our brother. Silence. Aoba looked away. Because he's not necessary. Direct hit. The atmosphere froze. Yuaki reacted. That's not true. But Sun didn't respond. He just closed his eyes for a moment. I understand. When he opened them his gaze was different. More serious. More distant. Then tell me something. Aoba looked at him. Do you really think leaving him will save him? Silence. Aoba didn't answer. Because I'm not leaving him. The air trembled slightly. Even if I have to fight you. Yuaki's eyes widened. Brother. Koko smiled. Now this is getting interesting. Watched carefully. Analyzing every reaction. Aoba finally looked at him directly. And for the first time there was real emotion. Anger. Conflict. Then die with that decision. Her energy rose slightly. But she didn't attack. She just turned around. We're leaving. Koko pouted. Already. Nodded. Understood. Before leaving, Koko approached Sun. Very close. I like you. Sun didn't respond. Also spoke. We'll meet again. Both followed Aoba. Yuaki stepped forward. Sis. But they were gone. Silence. The forest became empty again. Yuaki clenched his fists. I don't understand anything. Sun looked at the ground. I understand something. Yuaki looked at him. She resents me, for something. Silence. And that means, he looked up. I did something, that I don't remember. Far away in the shadows Aoba stopped. Coco smiled. You like that guy, don't you? Aoba didn't answer. But her expression cracked for an instant. Yuno observed. Interesting, because he doesn't seem to hate you either. Silence. Aoba closed her eyes. It doesn't matter. But her voice was no longer firm. Deep down something was starting to surface. The group moved silently through the forest of Mato. Aoba in front. Yuno and Coco at her sides. Behind them Yuaki and Sun. But the distance between them wasn't physical. It was emotional. After several minutes a cave. Wide. Deep. Lit by crystals embedded in the walls. And they weren't alone. More figures. More human Shuki. Some resting. Some training. Others simply watching. Yuaki widened his eyes. Surprised. There are more like you. Yuno nodded. We're not unique. Coco smiled. We're the new evolution. Sun remained silent. Observing everything. Analyzing. Feeling. That same something he felt with Terno. But different. They settled in. Aoba sat on a rock. Yuaki, without hesitation, sat near her. Sun, a bit farther back. But not for long, because Coco appeared beside him, out of nowhere. Sat too close. Their legs almost touching. Hey. Sun glanced at her. Are you always this quiet? Depends. Coco smiled. I like it. Before he could react she leaned closer, her shoulder brushing his. You smell nice. Sun tensed slightly. He said nothing. On the other side Yuno approached too, but more elegant, more subtle. Your energy, it's stable now. Much more than before. Sun looked at her. I'm training, it shows. Silence. Yuno observed him closely, as if trying to figure him out. Meanwhile Coco didn't hide anything anymore. She gently placed her hand on Sun's arm. You know. She leaned toward his ear. I wouldn't mind training with you, or doing other things. Yuaki turned. Hey, but Coco just laughed. Relax. I'm just getting to know your brother. A few meters away Aoba watched, in silence, but her fingers tightened slightly. Yuaki didn't notice. Sis, Aoba looked at him. I wanted to tell you. Sun also looked up. Yuaki smiled. I'm part of the 7th squad. A light silence filled the cave. Yuno narrowed her eyes. Interesting. Coco whistled. Really? So you're an enemy? Yuaki quickly shook his head. No. His expression became firm. I don't want to fight you. Everyone went silent. Aoba watched him. Even if you're Shuki. Even if the world says you're dangerous. He clenched his fists. You're still people. Silence. Sun looked at him. Pride. That's what he felt. Yuaki continued, and while I'm here, I won't let anyone hurt you. Coco smiled softly. How sweet. Yuno said nothing, but didn't look away. Aoba closed her eyes for a second, murmured very softly, but then she looked at Sun, and saw him, with Coco too close, with Yuno watching him, and him, not moving away. Something changed in her expression. She stood up, walked straight toward them. The atmosphere tensed. Sun saw her coming. Aoba. He didn't finish, because she grabbed his arm. Firm. Direct. Come with me. No explanation. She pulled him out of the cave. Silence. Yuaki stayed confused. Coco smiled widely. Oh. Yuno crossed her arms. So it does affect her. Outside the cave, a more isolated area. Rocks. Darkness. Silence. Aoba let go of Sun's arm, but didn't walk away. She stayed with her back to him, tense. Why did you do that? Sun frowned. Do what? Aoba turned. Annoyed. Letting them get that close to you. I thought Dad had told you not to be that kind of man. Silence. Sun looked at her. Confused. They approached me. Aoba clenched her teeth. You're not stupid. You know what they're doing. Sun sighed slightly. I don't care. That caught her off guard. What? I didn't come here for them. Silence. Sun stepped forward. I came for you. The air changed. Aoba tensed. Don't say that. Why? Because I'm not the same anymore. Sun looked at her directly. Then explain why you're acting like this with me. Silence. Tell me everything. Aoba looked away. There's nothing you can do to make me stop hating you. Let me try. Long silence. The wind blew softly. Aoba closed her eyes. You're the replacement for Wakura-san. You're not my brother. My real brother died. After that, my parents found you and adopted you. You were very aggressive. You didn't seem to want to be adopted, but with time, you changed. However, Aoba clenched her fists. You ruined everything. She threw a punch that Sun barely blocked. Aoba, what the hell? Why did I? Remember to like and comment, that motivates me a lot. Next episode tomorrow. Thanks for the support.